If your life is full of worries and troubles, I invite you to listen to the following story. I promise that after listening to the whole story, you will have a different perspective on your life. The story The Black Dot, a story of perspective. It was a pristine morning. The sky was a clean sweep of blue, and dewdrops clung to leaves like tiny crystals. At the university gate, students poured in with books clutched to their chests, laughter echoing off the old walls. No one could have predicted how a single class that day would alter their view of life forever. In Lecture Hall 14, the atmosphere was calm. Professor Sharma, a silver-haired man in his late 50s with a stern face but warm eyes, stood at the front. For over 30 years, he had taught more than facts. He taught understanding. That day, he arrived earlier than usual, holding a neatly clipped stack of papers. Without a smile or greeting, he placed them on the desk and said, "Today we're having a surprise test, important." The class fell into hushed confusion. Brows furrowed, pens clicked, whispers spread like ripples. He distributed the papers, cautioning, "Keep the paper face down. Don't look until everyone has one." Intrigue grew. What kind of test was this? Once every desk had a sheet, he spoke clearly. "Now turn your paper over. Write a short paragraph about what you see." Silence, eyes widened. On the sheet was nothing, except a single, small black dot in the center. Murmurs bubbled across the room. Some students smirked, others tilted their heads. They began writing. One student described the dot as a flaw, a symbol of human mistakes. Another saw it as darkness within light. Yet another called it fear, boundaries, weakness. Every essay circled around that solitary black dot. No one mentioned the vast white space surrounding it. When time was up, Professor Sharma collected the papers and began reading a few aloud. All focused on the same thing, the dot. He folded the last paper, set it down gently, and looked at the class. "I will not grade this test," he said, "because this was never about points, it was about perspective." He held up a sheet. "This is a white paper. 99% of it is clean, untouched, full of possibility, but every one of you chose to write about the black dot." He paused, voice rich with meaning. "Life is like this paper. It's filled with blessings, family, friendships, quiet mornings, warm meals, peaceful sleeps. Yet we fixate on the flaws, the mistakes, the losses, the missed opportunities, the things that go wrong." Not a whisper. The entire class sat motionless. He walked between the rows slowly. "Yes, the dot matters. Pain, failure, they're real. They deserve attention. But when we allow them to overshadow the light, we become blind to everything else that makes life beautiful." Then he shared something personal. "I once met a man who'd been blind since birth. I asked him what made him happiest. He said, 'Each morning hearing birds and feeling the sun on my face reminds me I'm lucky.'" He paused. "Most of us can see, hear, walk, yet we forget the miracle of it all. We only remember to be grateful once it's gone." Professor Sharma returned to the front and with a steady gaze left them with this. "Happiness doesn't come from erasing the dot. It comes from seeing everything around it. Live as if your page is surrounded by light. Don't let a single dark speck erase your gratitude." He packed his things and exited in silence. But in the room behind him, minds awakened. Hearts listened.